September Q&As. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ronnie Ocampo. On this channel, we talk all things wildland firefighting. So here are a bunch of questions that I have been asked recently. We're just gonna hop right on into them. What crew am I on? If you don't know, I'm a former wildland firefighter. I used to work for the BLM. I was on an engine crew, and then I was on another engine crew, but as a volunteer. As of right now, I am not on a crew. I may look into seeing what I can do while I'm up here in Alaska, but I don't know. I just like providing resources for you guys, setting you guys up for success as much as possible. So that's kind of where I'm at with that right now. Does the Forest Service provide you boots, or do you have to get your own? In my experience as a federal wildland firefighter, we had to buy our own boots. I have heard of some companies giving you a certificate like $300 or something back. So I would definitely check into that. I think it was JK Boots. I could be wrong. So you guys can leave that down in the comments. In my experience, from my knowledge, you have to buy your own boots. The next question I have is, why don't your links work? So I took my website down in May, so a couple of months ago, and it was just too expensive. I wasn't getting a return on my investment. I had a bunch of resources up there. I love having it up there. I want people to have a place to go. I had things like a packing list for your red bag, your line pack. I had a workout program, some tips on there. I have all kinds of resources up there that I know that I would want as a person coming into wildland firefighting. So I just try and provide things that I think will be helpful for you guys. But I have had quite a bit of interest as of late, and so I'm actually considering bringing it back. But I need to know that there's actually interest in it. If you guys have any suggestions or things that you would like to see resources on, let me know. I would love to create those for you guys. Whites doesn't sell my size. What do I do? I've only had Whites boots. I haven't had any other kind of boot, but I know there's tons of really good companies out there. So you can check out some other companies if you want, but I do believe Whites do custom fit to your boot or to your foot. So you can go on to their website, tell them what size you are. They will actually build the boot to your foot size. You're gonna have to know those measurements, but you can get it customized to your own foot. I get this question all the time. Am I too old? How old is too old? What's the age limit? I get this one all the time. If you want to be a permanent party, you have to do it before the age of 37. It used to be 35, but for federal, they moved it up to 37. Contracting side, I have no idea. And so my contractors out there, let me know down in the comments. We would love to know. If you are a seasonal, I think you can be 57 and older. I don't know. I think the retirement age is 62. As long as you're in shape, you can pass the PAG test, you can do all the things, should be good to go. If I am wrong, please put that down in the comments as well. This question is a little specific, but the scenario is he's a contractor, he's had experience doing that, and now he wants to get into federal wildland firefighting. So he's asking, so I'm going to put in my resume, should I leave the contracting crew and my certificates off of my resume and pretend like I'm a newbie and see if that will get me hired? Because he said, I hear government and state don't usually like seeing contract experience because they believe you will have bad habits. Now, I am not a hiring person. I'm not a hiring manager. So if anyone out there is, please leave it down in the comments what you look for when you're hiring someone. But in my mind, I would say putting any experience on there is going to be better than no experience. And you don't know that they're going to think that you have a bad attitude, bad habits, bad whatever. They're just going to say, oh, this person has experience and this person has no experience. I'm probably going to hire the person who has experience over the person who doesn't, just because I think it would make you more qualified than somebody else. There's probably some different factors that go into that. To me, it makes sense to put all of your experience on your resume. Ever think about getting your pilot's license? If you have seen, I have a few videos up on my YouTube channel about me trying to become an Army warrant officer so I could be a helicopter pilot. I did not get picked up, spoiler alert. So I'm continuing on with my Air Force journey here in Alaska. But since getting here, it seems like everyone has a plane. It seems like everyone flies everywhere all the time. It's like the Uber of getting around here. So I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. So I'm looking into it. I haven't gone very far down that rabbit hole, but I'm looking into it. And then the last question I got was, where can I get my gear? I'll be doing a whole separate video on that. If you guys have suggestions on where you get your gear, what type of gear you get, put those down in the comments. I would love to see those. If you guys have any other questions, please leave those down in the comments. Since I seem to do this video about every 3 months, depending on how many questions I get, hopefully I'll be able to do one next month, and you guys can maybe be featured in the next time's question and answer. So hopefully I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys. All right. Rue's trying to get in.